Brother Naquam, watchman for Israel, coming back at you with these precepts. And another cold cut, giving, of course, all honor and all glory to Yahweh. By Shema Mashiach Malak Yahushai. Double honors to the elect elders of the house of David that's been in this truth for decades and decades, patiently waiting for the second coming of Yahushai. A hearty shalom to you mighty men that go out on the highways and byways, pushing this truth, magnifying the ministry, presenting your body as a living sacrifice, and enduring all things for the elect's sake. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the men that may not be out there on the highways and byways as of yet, but they're working on it. They're getting built up in the spirit. They're praying. They're fasting. They're studying. They're being diligent and abounding in the work of the Lord. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to all of the Akwath out there, the sincere sisters out there, holding it down in the households, reverencing their husbands, being submissive, being diligent, and moving in the spirit of our righteous foremother. Shalom, shalom. Shalom to everybody tuning in live. Joshua Brewer, shalom. Call Lord Yahweh Bashmi Abishai, T. Sellers, Holy Spirit, 4141. Right? The Fisherman for Zion, shalom, Kings. Jay Sneaks, Sarah Israel, the one and only Meeks, Kyoko Banyamyan, Michael Williams, Malachi Barisa, and everybody else tuning in and that will tune in. All praise to the Most High. The topic of this live stream is for the elect's sake. Those days shall be shortened. And that's one of the major prophecies spoken of by our Lord, Hamashiach Malak Yahushai, concerning the time of the end. Right? And the apostles even asked Yahushua, what shall be the sign of thy coming? You have many different prophecies that Yahushua went into. Yahushua went into World War III. He went into wars and rumors of wars. Right? The Lord went into pestilence and earthquake and diverse signs that you'll see in the sun and the moon, and perplexity of the sea, and the waves are roaring. So the Lord went into many different things that we, as the children of Israel, have to look for on the earth concerning his second coming. Now, with that being said, in this chapter, when you go to Matthew chapter 24, it reads, let's go to Matthew chapter 24 and 21. Right? Matthew chapter 24 and verse 21. Right? Bear with me. Right? This ain't Matthew chapter 24, 21. Right, it reads, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. What days is the Lord speaking about? Those days that he's speaking about is speaking about what? The days of Jacob's trouble, the days of World War III, the evil time that you read about in the Bible, the time of great tribulation that you can read about in Daniel. Let's go to Daniel, the 12th chapter. Right, let's go to Daniel chapter 12. And we're going to talk about why Yahushua said that for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened, and what that really means, and what that has to do with the servants of the Lord in these last days. Right, this is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. Slakia. Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. And Jake think they had it bad because they had a flat tire. Then they lost their car keys and wallet and got fired from their job. Or you think that you got it bad because your great grandmother gave up the ghost. Or you think you got it bad because a woman didn't text you back, man. Or you sprained your knee. You're not going to have an evil time compared to the time coming on the earth. This time, the Lord says, such as, bear with me, such as never was since there was a nation. And there's always been nations. Read Genesis chapter 10. Read about what the scholars call the table of nations. Read about the sons of Shem and the sons of Ham and the sons of Japheth. And read about the different nations that came out of Ham. Read about Phut. I read about Canaan. Read about Martezayim. Read about Cush. Read about the sons of Shem. Read about Arphaxad and Elam and Ashur and Lud, right? And read about these different men and the sons of Japheth, etc. There has always been nations, and there has always been hard times on the earth. There's always been famines. You can look up the worst famines in world history and see that millions of people have died. There have always been wars where millions of people have been dead. But there will never, and hey, there's been tsunamis, man. There's been tsunamis in Indonesia, Haiti. There have been massive earthquakes. There have been massive death, and not just one time. But the time is coming on the earth that this evil time will be beyond what you have ever imagined or seen before. This time will supersede that of the damn great earthquake of the 1900s or of the atomic bomb dropping in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This time is going to excel sevenfold the worst evil that our people have ever dealt with, man. But the Lord said, at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Not everybody, he said, everyone that's written in the book of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Meaning what? If the Most High was to allow Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, and I'll get that precept in Revelation chapter 3 and 10, or the great tribulation, if the Lord was allow that to continue beyond the means, everybody would die. Nobody would make it. The Lord has to come right on time, because if the Lord comes a second later, either people are going to fall out because of unbelief, or everybody's going to die due to the massive destruction coming on the earth. That's why even Yahweh Shah said, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. Right? Let's get that in Luke chapter 18. Right? Luke chapter 18 and verse 7. I'm going to start at 7. And shall not God avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. Now, why would the Lord say, when he comes, shall he find faith on the earth? Why would the Lord say that if everybody was going to be just full-blown die hard for the Lord? If all of Israel would just be all out at their maxed out on faith and all belief, why would the Lord say, when he comes, shall he find faith on the earth? Because the days that are coming on the earth is going to shake even the greatest man. And if you're not the elect, making it plain. Now, we don't know if we're the elect or not. I don't know if I'm the elect. You don't know if you're the elect. But the elect are going to have a special gift of faith that allows them to endure the hell coming on the earth. And the Lord says, shall he find faith on the earth? Because that means even these other nations who claim they believe in the Most High, they're done. They're going to be done. When he says, shall he find faith on the earth, he's speaking about those who know that they're the Israelites, those who have beards, those who have fringes. That's who he's talking to. He's not talking to the Edomites and the Moabites when he said, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth. He's speaking about you. He's speaking about me. He's speaking about all of Israel, man, that believe in this thing. That's how evil the days are going to be. And if the Lord don't cut it short, we will all perish. Right? You have to imagine what's going to be on the earth. And you have to pray, and time is speeding up too, man. Time is flying. You know? April's almost so-called over. Right? March is here and gone, man. This year's so-called year is flying by. You know? And it seems as though damn tomorrow it'll be damn August. And it'll be the Feast of Tabernacles again. When you're in this truth, you begin to notice that time speeds up. Things are flying, man. And the Lord said that's something to pray for. It's a wise thing to pray that the times are short. The Lord told Ezra to do that. Let's go to 2nd Ezra. Or pray that this time speeds up, man. That's something that Jake really doesn't pray for. Right? Jake, they'll pray for all of the in-depth secrets. They'll pray for a wife, a Proverbs 31 woman, for that job. But they don't pray that the time is short here. They don't pray that the Lord hasten the deliverance. Right, let me get this in 2nd Ezra, chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 12. They shall have the tree of life for an ointment of sweet savor. They shall neither labor nor be weary. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. So the Lord told Ezra, pray for a few days unto you, man. These are the prayers that you should be praying, man. Stop praying that this place prolongs, man, and that things get better. You got people praying for Ukraine. I saw this Jake who worked for the news, some news station. He's actually going to Ukraine and fighting on behalf of the Ukrainians and praying for peace out there in Europe. And we're praying for this place to go by quick, man. We're praying for America to be destroyed swiftly. We hate it here. Anybody that's incarcerated and they've been put in there unjustly or not, they're praying that their damn sentence is over. Quick, man. People actually tally it up and they'll write on the wall. And time is something that's really for your advantage in this truth. And the Lord told you what to pray for. He said, pray, let's read it again. Pray for a few days unto you. That's something that every brother should be praying for, man. Right? Even Peter said, looking for and hasting until the coming of the day of God. Let's get that in 2 Peter. Because if you want to get out of here, you're going to be praying for that constantly. Right? That was 2 Ezra 2 and 13. But if you like it, if you like America and like McDonald's and Big Macs and like whores and Christianity and oppression and working, then you're not going to pray that. You're going to pray for carnal things and money. But if you hate it here, that's all you're thinking about. You're praying for a few days, praying that the days are shortened, praying that the Lord hasten his deliverance. Let's get this in, I had a precept in my mind. Most High willing it comes back. But I want to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Right? Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. That's what I want. Slakia, the water. Right? Let's go to 2 Peter 3. Then I'm going to get that. This 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Why would Peter say looking for and hasting until the coming of the day of God? Why were the apostles so pressed about the kingdom? Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? Why did Ezra say, when shall be the parting asunder of times? Because we're looking to get out of here, man. We hate everything that this place stands for. Homosexuals, freaks, bug outs, interracial marriages, damn is robots everywhere, and pedophiles. I hate that, like, right? Pedophiles and all types of madness going on, man. I wish this place was destroyed yesterday. We want the bombs to drop. We want Russia to actually drop a nuclear bomb and stop playing. We know that the Mossad is running everything anyway, but these are the things that we want. And people call us crazy, right? People call us crazy. People say we're bugged out, you know? People say that we're delusional. We're depressing. We're depressed. They can say that, man. People say that we're nuts. We're madmen. Well, what's another word they say about us, man? You guys are pessimistic, right? You guys have no hope in America. Right? Why don't you just take a leap of faith? We're not taking a leap of faith in America. Why don't you just kind of just give it a chance? Give America 50 more years. Maybe they'll rub off on you. Hey, America already rubbed off on me, man, and stole my damn garment and my nationality. You let America rub off on you, got a damn demon to hop on you, man. I don't want America to rub off on me. I don't want to give it another 50 years and maybe they'll get better. The Lord said, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God. Because what's going to happen on the day of the Most High? The day of the Most High is coming with the chariots, with fire and brimstone. That's what we look forward to. We look forward to getting beamed up. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I dreaded getting up this morning. We hate it here, man. I hate hearing damn police sirens in the damn middle of the night, man. And wicked women outside. And homeless brothers. And homeless sisters. And disobedience. I was on a plantation today. All I heard was Jake all day talk about damn Chicago rappers and who's the best Chicago rapper. I said, this is madness. I had a half a mind to go over there and break something, man. That's all Jake talk about. No knowledge, no wisdom, no understanding who's the best rapper from Chicago. That's ridiculous. These men are 35. Hey, this Jake pulled up outside, near where I dwell at, playing damn nigga music. It's early in the morning. I get up, I go outside, I say something to him, huh? And this guy, he has woolly hair. He's almost 60 playing damn nigga music. You can't get no rest here. Your foot has no ease. You're always stressed out. You're always worried about something. You have no assurance of your life. This place is off, man. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7. Hey, I can complain all day about this place, man. People say you complain too much about America. Right? You complain too much. Hey, our forefathers complained. Didn't Habakkuk, second Ezra. Let me go to second Ezra. Right? We hate it here, man. We want the days to be short. We're praying every day that the Lord shorten the time. He told Ezra that. This is second Ezra chapter 3 and 1. And the 30th year after the ruin of the city, I was in Babylon and lay troubled upon my bed, and my thoughts came up over my heart. What was Ezra troubled about? About the condition of his people, right? For I saw the desolation of Zion and the wealth of them that dwelt at Babylon. So Ezra saw what we saw, man, or what we see. He said, let me read that again, 2 Ezra 3 and 2. For I saw the desolation of Zion and the wealth of them that dwelt at Babylon. And my spirit was sore moved, so that I began to speak words full of fear to the Most High and said. So Ezra saw things in Babylon, man, and he was moved. We see things in Babylon and we get moved. Even Habakkuk, let's go to Habakkuk, the first chapter. And I'm going to go back to 1 Corinthians. Right? Let's go to Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 2. Right? This is Habakkuk chapter 1 and 2. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. So even Ezra said, Habakkuk said, how long am I going to complain about violence, about murder, killing, bloodshed, and you're not going to save? Verse 3, why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. So Ezra, he lived in the time of the Babylonian captivity. Habakkuk did as well. We live at a time of the new Babylonian captivity. And last time I checked, it said no new thing is under the sun. So why would we pray that America continues? We don't care about the bicentennial anniversary of America or the founding fathers. Right, let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. This 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 29. It reads, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. That's the same thing the Lord told Ezra. Pray for a few days. Hey, America doesn't have 85 more years. They don't have 200 more years. Right? The Lord said, pray for a few days. He said the time is short. Jake, you can't be invested in this world, man. You got to be willing, and this truth, you got to be willing to let it all go. And the more you have, you have to have that same willpower to let it go. The more money you have, more cars, more women, more materialistic things you have, it's going to be harder for you to let those things go. You know? And this truth is about letting go. And it's about sacrificing. And whatever you don't let go is going to destroy you. Whatever you're unwilling and uncompromising to let go, it's going to kill you. So I don't want a lot here, man. I don't want billions of dollars. I don't want trillions of damn dollars, man. You know? The Lord said the time is short. You got Jake, they're invested right now in a college fund for their grandson. This is literally happening. In the truth. I'm not thinking about my grandson right now. I'm going to tell you that. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. I'm not worried about traveling to Greece. I was talking to someone, they said they want to go to Greece and travel and be there in the year 2024. They said, yeah, in 2024, we're going to Greece. I don't want to go to Greece. I'm not thinking about 2024. Even the sound of 2024 makes my beard hair fall off, man. So let me read that again. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 to 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Meaning you're not going to be able to enjoy your wife the way that you want to enjoy your wife being in this captivity. You're not going to be able to kick it and honeymoon it out and go to the vacations. And you know, this is not the ancient world where you get married and you could just take a whole year off. That's in the law. So you're not going to really enjoy your wife here, man. It reads, Slakia, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. Meaning all of the material goods that you have, yeah, it's not going to be here for you to use in the evil time. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. And you got to know that, man. You can't be abusing this world. What does it mean? Let's read it again. 1 Corinthians 7 to 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it. Abusing this world is taking advantage of what this world has to offer for your own materialistic or your own pride and ego, right? That taking it, abusing the world is somewhat of you enjoying this world, enjoying the life. You know, hey, we're in and out, man. I'll put it like that. If we got to go out and, you know, get food or go to the grocery store, we don't spend time trying to figure out what's the move, man, or where to go. We're not sightseeing. We're not enjoying the new venues or, oh, they opened up a new restaurant. Let's go check it out. Or, oh, there's this new club. That's abusing the world. Abusing the world is taking advantage of what the world has for you and resting upon it. You're like the brother said, live a little. Have some fun. Now, we have fun in the feast days, you know, and there's truth in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, you know, when it comes to certain ordinances, there's a time to laugh. But we're not here to abuse the world. Abusing the world is you sitting up there not reading, not studying, because you want to be the next Forex master. And you want to master Bitcoin. So you buy 3 thick, nasty volume books about Bitcoin. And you read those all day. And you say you'll read your Bible next week. That's abusing the world. Abusing the world is going to these clubs, man, freaking off. Abusing the world is dealing with all of these whores out here, man. The Lord said, For the fashion of this world passeth away. This world is just something to, it's a temporary tool to survive. That's all it is. You get your food to eat. It is what it is. You buy your clothes to wear, and you wear them. You know, and you get something to drink, and you drink. It is what it is. It's just a means of survival to keep you alive. It's not something to take pleasure in. It's not something to enjoy. It's not something to dig deep and involve yourself with. We just use this world for what it is, man. And we get, you get your little money. Hey, you buy stuff for your household, hey, and you just keep it moving, man. You know? You make sure, your things are paid for. You pay your rent or whatever, your mortgage. You pay your little car note or your insurance. Right? You pay for certain things for your family, and it is what it is, man. There's nothing more to it. There's nothing to want to figure out. What the people say that, they say what the world has for me to offer. Or what do they say? They say, I want to know what the world has to offer me. I believe I'm saying that right. Right? I'm waiting on the world. Right? What does the world have in store for me? People say, oh, world, here I come. I've heard people say that. Here I come, world. You're about to meet so-and-so. That's off. Hey, we're incognito in this world, man. People dress up in this world. People dress up to go to the damn grocery store, man. Right? Go get some damn food. And we just get in the car. We take what we take. We're not saying hi to everybody, man. We're not damn super nice to everybody. We take our stuff, we get what we need, and we go home. We don't enjoy it here. We're not pulling over to the police station, writing letters to the police station about what they do for the neighborhood. We're not writing thank you letters to the fire department for the service that they have done. We're not going outside with a damn big trash bag on the highway picking up the trash, man. On the Shabbat. Picking up all the trash on the highway. That's off. Hey, we're here to just use this world, man. Now, I'm going to read on. Well, I'm going to get another precept. I want to go to the book of, let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Yeah, telling soldiers thank you for your service. God, boy, that's about as off as you could be, man. That's about as off as you could be. You finding a pen pal, to write in the military. You go to a service, penpal.com, right? And you register, and you pay, $30 a month to write to a pen pal overseas every day. That we're not doing that. We don't enjoy these odd things here, man. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 at 37. It reads, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Right? Meaning we're in the 3rd trimester. That's what that means. Right? Every woman goes through what they call different trimesters. Right? And as you approach your pregnancy, that 3rd trimester, you get a lot more pain. And there's a lot more suffering. But that suffering comes way before the deliverance. That's why they have something called the delivery room. Right? Because that baby is delivered out from that pain and suffering of that mother. And once that baby comes out, she forgets all that pain and suffering. Now, I'm going to read on. 2nd Ezra 16 and 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Yeah, the days are coming where you're going to be a pilgrim on the earth. You're just going to be on the go. You're not going to have a permanent dwelling place. You're not going to have a P.O. box, an address. You're not going to be able to go up and down as you will. You're going to be a nomad and be a sojourner. Right? It reads, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So everything that you buy, you're not going to be able to enjoy. People are buying houses. It doesn't mean just drop dead right now. It just means understand the point that these materialistic things that you have, you're not going to be able to really enjoy it, man. How you want to enjoy it. Because due to the amount of evil coming on the earth. Hey, people are stressed out over a house. You're not going to live in that house too long from now. Like the brother said, no comfortable. People get comfortable. They start stretching. They start thinking it really isn't that bad. And once you start getting comfortable in America, you fall asleep. So the Lord said, he that buyeth as one that will lose. So if you bought a house, a car, clothes, technology, whatever you have bought, are you willing to let it go? What about all your money? Your damn, what is that? Your tax refund, your stimulus check, that money under your mattress. You can't spend that money in Jacob's trouble. Let's read it again. Read on. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. Why? Because in a society, the days are coming where luxuries are going to be taken away out the earth. And lavish lifestyles are going to be taken away out the earth. And privileges and things that man has access to, they're going to be denied those things. So anything that you're trying to buy and save up and enjoy, forget about it. You buy what you got to buy and you kind of keep it moving. But in terms of trying to prolong your days here, when you know the destruction is coming, your mind is bad. Your mind is completely bad. You're praying for 3 wives. And Jacob's trouble is about to kick off. You're fasting for a 4th one. You're spending all your time out. Some people like to just go out, man, for a drive. I don't like to just go out for a drive and sightsee. You know? I don't like to just go out and damn be amongst the masses of people. Hey, we're loners in this thing. You know, now you got your brotherhood. Hey, sister's got the sisterhood, but in the world, you don't have too much of people, man. Your family rejects you. Hey, your woman may despise you, your son, your daughter, your old cousins. You have to be willing to let this stuff go. Let it go. Let's read on. Right, Jake, just let it go. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth, as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry, as though that shall get no children, and they that marry not, as to widowers. So the Lord said, you're marrying, and you're not even going to get any children. You know, and that's one of the main purpose of marriage is to be fruitful and multiply. But the days are so short when even if you get married, as soon as you get married, damn, all hell could break loose. As soon as you get married, the damn trumpets could blow. So this shows you the mentality we have to be in. The mentality of every Israelite in his truth in the last days should be not abusing the world. Not getting too caught into your job. A lot of people get too caught into their job. And their job start running their life. And they stop praying how they used to pray. And they stop reading how they used to read. And they stop studying all because their job is too demanding. Right? You got to let that go, man. Didn't Solomon say in Proverbs chapter 30, Right, Salaki, this is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 7. 2 things have I required of thee, deny me them not before I die. So he said, give me these 2 things, please don't deny before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches, feed me with food convenient for me. And that's something brothers should be praying for. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Why don't you want poverty? Because you'll end up going off. Why don't you want riches? Because you'll end up going off. And you'll set your heart upon your riches and say, I don't need the Most High. Money answers all things for me. It reads, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. Right? So that's the point of the matter. You don't want too much in a society. Now, you don't want to sit there and hold on and cleave. You're looking up car magazines. What's the next car going to be in 2025? What would America look like in 10 years from now? And at any given second, it could be an EMP attack. What good is your 401k going to do for you? And an EMP attack. What good is your millions of dollars going to do for you when the bombs drop? And all that stand work. People, in this truth, they work extra hard for the white man too. They're working damn 60 hours a week, man. For that big promotion. So they don't really read and study how they want to, because they're putting up all that time for the so-called white man. Right? Let's go back to 2nd Ezra chapter 16. He that occupieth it's like I went 44. Salakia. 2nd Ezra 16 and 44. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widower. So if you don't have a husband, or by this time, I don't know what to tell you. You got women fighting tooth and nail for a husband. Please marry me. When am I going to get married? I can't wait to have a family. I want to be pregnant. I want to do this. And if you don't have a husband now, then you're going to be one of those 7 women looking for a man. That's how evil the days are. It reads, and they that, Slakia, and therefore they that labor, labor in vain. Let me read that again. And therefore they that labor, labor in vain. Meaning you're wasting your time. Right? Of course you got to use this world. You got to go to work and, go eat and do things. But if you're laboring for success and for the meat that perish, you're laboring in vain. Because your job is going to be in the kingdom of heaven. And that woman, she might not make it. You have to be willing to let it all go and pray for these few days. Let's go to Sirach, chapter 36. Well, let's go to Ecclesiastes, chapter 36. It reads, Sirach 36 and 7. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Make the time short. Read that again. Make the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wonderful works. So that's part of your prayers. Part of your prayers, you're commanded to pray that the Lord makes the time short. That you're not here for damn 85 more years. That things speed up. That prophecy unfolds. That's something that you should be praying for. For World War III to happen. For the nations to be cast down. See, a lot of people don't pray about that because they know they're not right. And we know we're all off, but Jake, you're secretly sinning. That's why you don't want to pray for any of the destruction. Because you want to continually be off. And be wicked. That's why you don't want to pray that America's destroyed. Because you're too busy smoking a blunt. That's why sisters don't pray for that. Because they're too busy thinking about a husband. And men, you're too busy thinking about a wife. And you're not praying that the time is short. Or Eve, you're too busy worried about a head wrap. And Jake, you're too busy worried about, damn, who's the best rapper, man? Right? The Lord said, I'm reading against Sirach chapter 36 and 7. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Make the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wonderful works. So when Yahweh Shah said that for the elect's sake, those days should be shortened, meaning what? The days that are coming on the earth are going to be so evil that the Lord has to cut those days short. Meaning the elect are going to be delivered out of that evil time. Right? Let's go to the book of, let's go to Revelation. Right? Let's go to Revelation. Let's deal with it. Revelation, the 12th chapter. Right? This is Revelation. And you have to ask yourself, what's your stronghold in the world? What are you holding on to? What do you want? Women? These aren't real women. Everything's not real. Their spirit is off. They're aborting their babies and twerking in the streets and non-willing to submit to the Most High. Right? Now you can say, look, I don't want women. I want money. Well, you want money? That's why you holding on here? That's why you keep working on the Shabbat and breaking the commandments because you want money? To spend blood money at the white man institutions? We're not dealing with that, man. When you go back to, before I go to Revelation 12, when you go back to 2nd Esdras, let's go back to 2nd Esdras. Right? I want to go back to chapter 2. So lucky. I want verse 35. It reads, be ready to the reward of the kingdom, and the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. Flee the shadow of this world. Receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. So the Lord said to flee the shadow of this world. You have to be as completely set apart in this world as you can. You know? You have to be the oddball. If you're not being called a weirdo or being ridiculed or mocked in this truth, then you fit right in with the world. I don't want to fit in. I don't want to wear what they wear. I don't want to think how they think. I don't want to eat what they eat. I don't want to move how they move, man. I accept being a weirdo. I accept, like the brother said, being called lame. Yeah, I'm lame. Yeah, I'm strange. Yeah, I'm odd. And that's good, man. Like Yahushua told the Pharisees, he said, you're from beneath, I am from above. You're of this world, I am not of this world. We're not from here. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 4. And that's what Jake be forgetting. They forget that they're literally the Israelites. From the other side. See, people say that they're Israel, but, I mean, they really don't believe that. It just sounds good. They don't understand that we're an ancient nation from the Near East. From the other side of the world. We're like an ancient Semitic nation. And we have nothing to do with the ways of America. This is a strange land. Hey, football is weird, man. Basketball is strange. Cars are weird. Concrete. Asphalt. iPhones. Stuff is weird, man. We're not used to these things. That's why we have to be willing to let it all go. You know? And I had a precept in my mind. But Lord willing, it comes back, man. Let's go to 2nd Esdras, the 8th chapter. right? 2nd Ezra chapter 8. Let's get this real quick. The Lord said, flee the shadow. Oh, I want 2 Corinthians 4. The Lord said, flee the shadow of this world. Right? 2 Corinthians 4. And I'm going to start at verse. Yeah, like the brother said, I hate all this stuff, man. Right? Amusement parks. Damn, people look forward to the state fair. What do you do for fun? Hey, this is what I do for fun. This is what I do. Yeah, I'm mad, but this is I love doing this. I don't have a game system. I don't play an Xbox, man. I don't have a pool table. This is what I do. This is what I enjoy doing. Like the Randall said, he walks on concrete all day. I hate concrete, man. I'd rather walk in the sand. I'd rather walk upon green pastures. All right, let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 4. So lucky, I'm going to start at verse 17. It reads, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Right? We're not here for that, man. To enjoy temporary things. Pleasure is temporary. You only feel that high for so long. Church pleasure, pleasure with women, going to damn Dave and Buster's every night, having the time of your life, playing the video games, kikiing and laughing at work with your supervisor. Now, we know you have to be wise as a serpent, but you got to remember that this isn't it. That's why the Lord said, while we look not at the things which are seen. And, I'm looking around right now. These are the things that I see. And the things that you see, when are you going to let it go? Are you willing to let it go? What is it going to take for you to let it go? The Lord said, why we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. And that's something to meditate on. You got to meditate on the things that's not seen. You have to have vision in this thing. You have to look forward to the chariots. You have to think about getting beamed up. You have to think about bombs dropping in America. Don't look at a car and say, damn, I wonder how much that car costs. Look at that car and picture it being damn exploded by a damn bomb, huh? Don't look at these tall buildings and say, I wonder who sits on the top floor. I would like to go up there. No, hey, when you look at that building, hey, see that building on fire. When you see the masses of Edomites, don't look at them and say, wow, those are the... Look at those Edomites and picture them with yokes of iron around their neck and chains. Those are the things you can't see. And those are the things you should be noticing. Right? Those are the things you should be noticing. It says bear with me, 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So you got to look at this stuff eternally, man. Right? Look at the eternal things. Right? Don't look at just what's in front of you. Your iPhone's going to be destroyed. Whatever you're watching this on is going to be burnt. Your laptop, your Fire Stick, your TV, it's all going to be burnt. Why are you holding on to it? I'm not saying sell it, but don't invest your life into it. Let's go to the book of Matthew, the 19th chapter. And that's a beautiful thing to pray that the Lord feeds you with food convenient for me. Because sometimes you'll get so much and it'll take you away from the Most High. Right? Let's go to Matthew. This is Matthew chapter 19 and 21. Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. So this rich man came to follow Yahushua. Yahushua told him to keep the commandments. He said, I've kept the commandments. He said, well, if you want to be perfect, go and sell all that you have. How many brothers are willing to literally sell all that they have? You damn Jake, you're not going to sell your PS5 and your Xbox. Right? You're not going to sell your damn TV and flat screen in your bed. What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to let go? You have to be willing to let it go. You have to. And if it's too hard for you, then we don't know if you're going to make it. It says, and Yahushua said, it's like he said unto his disciples, verily I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. Because the more you have, the more it's going to be harder to let go. That's plain. Right? That the more you have in this world, the harder it's going to be for you to let it all go. Read on. But when a young man, Slakia, I'm going to get to verse 24. Matthew 19:24. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. So why would you want to be a rich man? Why? They're not going to make it. You think Jay-Z is going to be willing to let go his multi-million-dollar estate and his marriage with Beyonce? You think Jay-Z's willing to let all this go? You think your favorite athlete is willing to let it all go? No. They freak off and get off here, man. The Lord said, flee the shadow of this world. Hasty to flee from these times. Pray for a short time. Right? It reads, when his disciples heard it, they exceedingly marveled, saying, who then can be saved? So meaning what? They thought that nobody can make it. But the Lord simply was testing that man. Right? Like the brother said, they got their money, they sold out. So, I mean, they're not going to let go of their damn fancy cars. They're not thinking about the time of the end. They're not declaring the judgments. Let's go to the book of Sirach, right, the 8th chapter. Right, let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 8. And I'm going to read verse 50. It reads, I'm going to start at, this second Ezra chapter 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell, it's like that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And the world is walking in great pride. Selfies everywhere. Damn Instagram likes, flicks, Walk of Fame, paparazzi. The world is walking in great folly and vanity. It reads, but understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of wisdom is sealed up from you, corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are passed away, and in the end is showed the treasure of immortality. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the law of the Most High, or they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. And man has liberty right now, man. Man has the liberty, Salakia, right? You know how many people heard about this truth? How many people heard about this truth, man? Think about how many people you told this truth to. Whether you was at the store or your family, everybody, I mean, it's all over the internet. It's all over YouTube. I mean, they're in movies. The Israelites are everywhere. Everybody knows about it. So there's no excuse. You have no excuse. People just want to enjoy this place, man. Sex and pleasure and lust and the idea of success. Right? Let's read on. Hey, and if you don't know any better, hey, this word to try to get you. They'll try to draw you back in, right? And draw you and seduce you, man. It's always trying to draw you back in. The Lord said to wait. Let me get this in Proverbs chapter 12 real quick. Right, let's go to Proverbs chapter 12. 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. So you might try to get seduced by the world. Every brother should be praying that they make the time short, so this world doesn't draw you in. Stop praying for a damn woman all day, man, and for a fancy garment. If you want to get out of here and you hate this place and you're sick of homosexuals and you're sick of bestiality and pedophilia, you're going to be praying that the Lord makes the time short, that he hastens the deliverance, that the coming of the Lord draws nigh. These are the things that should be in your mind in prayer. Like I read earlier, I'm going to read it again in 2nd Ezra chapter 2. Right, I read it earlier, right? 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and 13. Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. So the Lord said the kingdom is already prepared, man. The chariots are already here. Your slaves are outside. It's already prepared. You're receiving the knowledge of a new covenant. Everything's set up. And I don't know about y'all, but hey, we look forward to the kingdom. We look forward to everlasting peace. And the Lord told Ezra again, pray for a few days. Not talking about just his age, the captivity. Even Daniel, when you go to Daniel 9, right, this is what the Lord said in Daniel 9 and 1. Right, it reads, in the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem. So what does it mean? Daniel understood by books. Meaning Daniel knew the prophecies. Daniel was looking to see when his captivity would be over with, and he went to go search it out and said, I understand. These are the 70 years that Jeremiah spoke of. So you have to be in that same spirit, man. You have to understand by books how close we are to get out of here. A lot of jakes, that's why the Most High don't show you or give you a date. Because if the Most High gave you a date, Jake, you would freak off and be wicked and then try to repent last minute. Right? You'll be doing God knows what in the dark night. Which things ought not to be done. You have to sit there and literally search this out by books. Okay, we're in the time of World War III coming up. Okay, World War III is coming. That means this prophecy is going to happen next. And the more you look forward to this place ending, the more you want to pray that this place, Slaki, the more you look forward to the kingdom of heaven, the more you're praying for this place to go down. And it's okay to pray for America to be destroyed. That's perfectly fine. It's okay to pray for DC to blow up. That's fine. Never be ashamed to pray for the downfall of your enemies. You know? Never be ashamed to pray for the destruction of this place, man. Never be afraid to pray that the so-called white man system is taken down. Like the brother said, push the button. Hey, pray that they push the damn button, man. They lift open that red box and press that red button, and no missiles come out. But with that, I'm going to close up, giving, of course, our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shema Mashiach, Kumalak Yahushai. Most High willing you was edified. Kwam Yashala.